All right, hey everyone. Uh, yeah, this is Jim. Whoop! Oh, whoa, whoa, hey everybody. All right, so let's see. Let's refresh this. I'm all right. So yeah, all righty. Here we go. Okay. No. All right. Okay, come on. All right. Okay. Hold on here. Okay. Okay, all right. I'm Jim. Okay, let me introduce myself here. Hey, Larry, how's it going there, pal? Fuck, all right. Okay, all right. Just trying to find. All right, you see all profile. Jim Brown. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. All right, there we are. All right. All right. Hey, everyone. Jim, Big Jim Blogcast Live. Give me a minute here. I'm going to do some more sharing. Okay. All right. So, all right. Okay, here we go. Okay. Anyways, yeah. All right. So, let's see. I'm just busy. Yeah, I know. All right. So, hello, Star Wars Vintage Collection, ACDC Army, 52 Star Wars fans. All right. So, yeah. Um, craft beer, cigars. Let's see here. Game show. All right. Game show fans. Ba, 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 all things board games. All right. Okay. So, anyways, all right. Let me see here. Share to a group. More options. All right. Uh, all right. There we go. All right. Anyways, yeah. All right, everybody. All right. So it's time to. All right. Yeah. There we are. All right. So. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Okay. So don't mind me. I was just sharing a lot the video. So, anyways, yeah, this is Jim from Big Jim Blogcast Live, episode version 5.0, episode 249 is Sunday, April 23rd, 2023. Let's see here. Did I share it enough with share to a group? All right. Rock. All right. Okay. Hard rock, glam metal, heavy metal, 80s. All right. So VAN. All right. The Van Halen fan club. All right. Van Halen true fans. Planet Van Halen. All right. Van Halen all eras. Okay. All right. And so okay. Um, yeah. Okay, so red. All right, all right. 80s retro station. Boom, boom, boom. 80s retro. Mm, um. All right. 80s wrestling. Wrestling through the years. All right. Um, 70s, 80s, 90s. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Okay, people. Yeah, this is, hey, Susan. All right, how are you? All right, Larry. Yeah. So we can get going now. This is Big Jim Vlogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 249. Sunday, April 23rd, 2023. Um, yeah, and before we get going here, I want to give you guys a disclaimer. I may say a few bad, dirty words like shit, damn, screw, fuck, all that. That might slip out. So be ready. Have a box Kleenex ready, or go to your safe space. Right on. Okay. So I said that. All right. So, anyways, I got that disclaimer out of the way. I want to welcome you to Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 249. Big Jim Blogcast Live airs Sundays on Facebook, the occasional Fridays, Wednesdays. We're in our 5th year as we debuted back in 2018. Big Jim Blogcast Live does craft beer reviews like this one. Tonight's craft beer is called You're Not Your Parking Lot Amber Ale by Two Water Brewing Company in Corunna, Ontario, Canada. Trying it for the very first time, but anyways, we do craft beer reviews, over 200 and counting so far, from breweries right here in Sarnia, across Lambton County, across Ontario, and across Canada, pairing it with cigar and spirit. Tonight's cigar is La Paciencia Alma del Campo. It's a Nicaraguan cigar. Excuse me. By the Riverfront Cigars here in Sarnia. Plus, we pair it with a nice spirit. Tonight, I'm pairing it with Crown Royal Vanilla. In spirit. So we talk about classic movies, TV, sci-fi, pro wrestling, Rubik's Cube, sports, classic rock, Van Halen history, the local events near you, bongo solos, countdowns, birthday shout-outs to our friends, retro, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. Big Jim Blogcast Live is seen in the U.S. and Canada and also worldwide now. From the UK to France, Spain, Germany, and so on. Thank you for watching. Tune us in. Turn us on, tune in, and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned here. All right. Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. I'll reiterate this several times tonight. I'll reiterate, I'll remind you guys several times tonight. Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us as Big Jim Blogcast Live. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor FM, all the places where you listen to your audio podcast. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. So we're not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. I want to give shouts out. All right, so cheers. Here we go. And I want to give shouts out to rewatching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups. All right, wait a minute. Supporting Sarnia. Hold on here. Okay, hold on. Okay, so all the Chain Reaction, you guys, all the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups, all the hard rock, hair metal, Van Halen, AC/DC. We're coming to you live. Craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, pro wrestling, classic TV and movies, game show freaks, Darth Vader. Oh yeah. All right. Share to a group. So yeah. All right. So. Okay. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Share. All right. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. There we are. So, anyways, yeah, we're like classic, TV and movies. And tonight, coming all you AC/DC fans, Angus Young and Malcolm Young fans, the Darth Vader, Star Wars toys, the board games, rubiks. Oh yeah, that's another thing. All right. Okay. Okay. So, do. Rubik's Cube. Okay. As I will be coming to you from the Rubik's Cube. Okay. So, yeah. Benjamin, there you are. Hello, how are you? All right. So, anyways, let's get going here. We'll have a bongo solo. Boom. All right. And that's the other thing. Bongos. Okay. All right. Okay, before we get going here. All right. Okay. Congas and bongas. All right. Bongos. All right. All right. There we are. So, anyways, yeah. So, anyways, tonight I've got my craft beer going on here. All right. So, anyways, and I'm gonna. All right. So before we get going, if you're new here, all right, we're going to do our craft beer review for tonight. It's Not Your Parking Lot Amber Ale by the Two Water Brewing Company in Corunna, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time, but okay, so tonight what we got on tap, we got to cube the Rubik 3 times, where I get the side, try and get the side blue. Birthday shoutouts, countdowns, local events. We'll talk about Maximum Overdrive, the classic movie. We'll talk about a classic canceled TV show, Bring 'Em Back Alive. We'll talk about a classic WWF jobber, Tom Stone. Our hockey car hero, Miles Wood. Our classic game show host, Jim Perry and Definition. Plus our Darth Vader toy. Our classic guitar duos, Angus and Malcolm Young. Our classic album, Highway to Hell by AC/DC, and This Week in Van Halen History. All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm going to light this baby up first. All right, this is a good cigar. It's a Plasencia Nicaraguan for all you cigar lovers out there. All right, so, okay, so anyways. All right, so, okay. All right. All right. There we are. So here we go. Excuse me. All right, but it does taste good. Take my word for it. I've had this before. And I brought back up here. All right, so, okay, La Placentia. All right, where do I want to put this? All right, right there. Okay. All right. So anyways, since, okay, so let me get started on this two water. All right, so anyways, this is called It's Not Your Parking Lot Amber Ale. It's by the Two Water Brewing Company in Corunna, Ontario, Canada. And I'm trying it for the very first time. Now, it just does not say anything special on the can. So here we go. One thing about it, before I try this, I'll just, look at that. I've got their glass here too. Oh, look at that. All right. So I got their two water glass. Let's see. So anyways, if I can send this, send a messenger. All right. Search for people. All right. To water. All right. Okay. Two Water Brewing Company. There we go. All right. Okay. So, all right. All righty. Okay. So, oh yeah. More options. A group. Supporting Sarnia 2.0 post. There we go. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, when I do try these, and I'm trying this for the very first time here, I'll top it up. So, anyways, I'll explain it. Now, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. I don't automatically come up with a number. It's got to grow on me. And before we get going here is my rating system, my beer rating system. 10 to 6 is the happy face, outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average. 5, okay, I'll move that in more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, average, below average, not very good, terrible, awful. So you want we want it to go into the 6 and up spot. So here we go. I'm trying this for the very first time here. I want to give shouts out to supporting Sarnia too. So, all right. So, anyways, all right. Okay. So here we go. All right. Ooh, crisp, clean, crisp and clean. All right. Fuck. Oh yeah. All right. Top that up. All right. So it's got to grow on me for all the blogcasts. So, anyways, like I said, trying this for the very first time. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still around, if you want to throw out a number later on and see if it matches up with mine. But right now, it's got, oh yeah. It's got like, you can really taste the hop in that and the yeast. It got a little bit like barley. It's got a little bit of an aftertaste, but not that much. All right. So anyway, here we go. We'll revisit that later on. I'm chasing it down with Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. Okay. Okay. La Placentia. All right. All right. So it's been like a while since I've tried these, like Plasencia, Alma del Campo. It's a Nicaraguan cigar. So, all right. So yeah, and I'll tell you something. All right, I'll just put this over here. When I do these craft beer reviews, you know, when I do these craft beer reviews, I don't go, oh, it's a very exquisite tasting uptown high society beer. I don't do that. I just go with my gut on what on how it feels to me and how it tastes. Whether it's a beach beer, a barbecue beer, a back deck patio beer, hey, it's got to grow on me throughout the rest of the blogcast. So, right now, yeah, follow us, Two Water Brewing. I've been there before. Nice little like craft brewery, Two Water Brewing Company in Corunna, Ontario, Canada. 5% alcohol or blah 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 blah. 5% alcohol volume, 473 milliliters. They don't offer any special info on there, but right now I'll just top that up and look at the thickness of that. Look at the thickness of that beer right there. And I do have their glass. All right. So, okay. So we will get to some. We will. Okay. Oh. All right. La Plasencia Alma del Campo. That is a Nicaraguan cigar from the Riverfront Cigars here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. So, anyways, as we're going to get, all you Rubik's Cube fans out there, this is a Rubik's Cube. For those of you 30 and under, I don't really, but for those of you 30 and under, you may not recognize this, but I grew up with this. I give it 20 turns 3 times during the blogcast. I want to get the full side blue, and if I don't do that within the year, by November, I'll smash it on air. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And I'm back to where I started. Just not a complete side here. So anyways, there we go. That's, oh yeah. And it comes in your own Big Jim Blogcast Live mug there. Coffee mug. So anyways, all right. So I'm going to do that 2 more times tonight. All right. All right. And a bongo solo. Boom. All right. So we're going to get to some birthday shout outs. I know that somebody's watching that's got a birthday today. And we'll get some countdowns, local events, and then we'll get to our meat and potatoes of the blogcast. So, all right. Okay. So I'm going to do some more sharing here. All right. So, come on. Let's go. All right. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Motivational quotes. Craft beer group. For the love of Dr. Johnny Fever. All right. So, bloggers. All right. So, hard rock, glam metal. All right. So, Van Halen, Craft Beer Association. Okay. Today's cigar. All right. So, all right. So we will get to. All right. We will get to that. We will get to that. All right. All right. Sup, Sarnia. Okay. Sarnia Lambton's entertainment scene. Okay. All right. Okay. So. All right. So anyways, yeah. All right, here we go. We've got birthday shout-outs today. All right. Boom. All right, birthday shout-outs. They will. All right, so from this past week, April 17th to the 23rd, right up until today. All right, Larry Garrett, Mike McIntosh, Jeff Sinfield. Larry, I know you're watching. Happy birthday, buddy. Hey, Ann. Glad to see you out and about tonight. Michael Brown, Mike McKay, Michelle Gross, Michael Allen, Chris Valier, Pierre Danini, Patrick Dobson, Julie McDonald, Jason Winter, Jen Corbett, and Dana Young. All right, happy birthday, everybody, from Jim at Big Jim Blogcast Live. Yeah, so hope you guys have had had the best of birthdays here. So, all right, so celebrate. It only comes once a year, so celebrate. Oh yeah, that's another thing. All right. Okay. Whoops. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. There we are. All right. Okay. Let's see. Group birthdays. That's another thing. All right. Birthday notifications post. Happy birthday wishes. Today's birthday friends post. Lovely birthday wishes. There we go. All right. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, all you people in the birthday groups, happy birthday. Happy birthday to everyone that. If you like and follow Big Jim Blogcast Live, if you want your birthday shouted out on the air, you feel free to do so. Contact me. All right. All right. So that deserves a bongo birthday in itself. Birthday bongo solo. All right. So we will get to some countdowns tonight, but if you're just joining us, All right, right on. Yeah, fuck. All right. So, our tonight's craft beer, it's accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so, mm, 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 tonight's craft beer, it is not your parking lot, it's not your parking lot amber ale by the Two Water Brewing Company in Corunna, Ontario, Canada. Now, I'm trying this for the very first time tonight, and it goes down smooth. There's a little bit of an aftertaste to it, but it's all good here. It's starting out a winter. I've been to the Two Water Brewing Company in Corunna. Great little craft brewery there. Oh yeah. Oh. So far so good. We're rolling. We're rocking. We're rolling. It's good. I do give it, like I said, I throw out a number, a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and you want to throw out a number and see if it matches up with mine, whether this is a beach beer, a barbecue, patio, sporting beer, you know what? I'm going to tell you. So, yeah, right now. Oh, yeah. So, all right. So we got a lot of ground to cover tonight. My Plasencia cigar. It is a Alma del Campo. It's a Nicaraguan. I got it from the Riverfront Cigar Shop right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right. So before we get going, I want to reiterate tonight, as I will do throughout the blogcast a couple of times, this blogcast, Big Jims Blogcast Live, we're not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. All right. We are... okay. So, we're not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all these audio listening platforms you're listening to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Sporting Sarnia, Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the hard rock, hair metal, Van Halen, AC/DC groups, all the craft beer cigars, Star Wars, Darth Vader, pro wrestling, classic TV and movies, plus I said AC/DC, Angus and Malcolm Young, the game show, the Darth Vader groups, the Rubik's Cube groups, right on. So, like us, share, subscribe to us. We are not spam. So, I am not trying to sell you something, but I don't know. All right. All right. So before we get to our local events here, we're going to do some countdowns here. So you shouldn't ignore the most important events. What's coming up? Father's Day. That is in 56 days. Mother's Day, that's in 21 days. The Victoria Day long weekend is in 29 days. The Labor Day long weekend is 134 days. Canada Day is in 69 days. The August long weekend is 100 days away. And what everybody's waiting for, summer, that is 59 days away. All right, boom. Yeah, that deserves a bongo solo in itself. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. All right. All right. So, yeah. Okay, so this is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0. Episode 249. It is Sunday, April 23rd, 2023. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. My craft beer for tonight, it is called, I am pairing it up with Crown Royal Vanilla on the rocks. The craft beer for tonight, it is called It's Not Your Parking Lot Amber Ale by the Two Water Brewing Company in Corunna, Ontario, Canada, and I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. Yeah, it is. Oh, like I said, this goes down really smoothly. There's a little bit of a aftertaste to it, but not that much. It does grab you. It's great tasting so far. Um, mm. I'm going to start it off saying this is good spring beer. Spring. Oh, yeah. Good spring. And it may be a good summer and fall beer. I just have to wait and see. And I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, you can throw it a number and see if it matches up with mine later on the blogcast. So, all right. All right. So, yeah. All right. So as we get to some local events here, oh yeah. I forgot. So this, before we get going, this is called the Growler. It's Ontario's craft beer guide, and I picked it up a year and a half ago, I think, at one of the local craft breweries here in Sarnia. It is for $3. It is your guide to all the craft breweries in Ontario, up to date. The Growler tells you it keeps you informed of all the craft breweries in Ontario, Canada. What their location, what they do, all their there's Powerhouse, Stormstayed, they cover every part of Ontario. So if you're in different part of Ontario, pick this up, and you'll see your local craft brewery in there, I think. So this one was from, it's volume 4, issue 01. All right, so it's by region there. So, all right, so pick it up. All right, so anyways, yeah. All right. All right, people. Okay, here we go with our local events. Now, with the past couple of years, now COVID's really put a damper, but COVID's no more. It really put a damper on. Okay, wait a minute here. All right, so. All right, so yes. All right, there we go. I'm gonna let. All right, there we are. All right, so with COVID, all the buzzwords used to be hiatus, canceled, postponed, rescheduled. It got weird there for a while, but yeah, at local events, as you know, you're all back hanging out together, no mask required. All right, so here we go. Blue Water Border Fest. That's going to happen June 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 2023 in Centennial Park in Sarnia. Mark and the guys, Mark Perrin, if I'm saying that last name right, are the and his group are the organizers of Blue Water Border Fest. They've really done a great job picking up the pieces where Bayfest left off. The first night, Thursday, is going to be Justin Moore, Tim Hicks. Friday, City and Color, Sheepdogs, Blue Stones, and Saturday. Saturday, they will have Daughtry, Theory of a Dead Man, and Pop Evil. Now, tickets, www.ticketscene.ca. Now, they're friends of the blogcast. When Blue Water Border Fest 2019, they gave us tickets to give away. They might give us tickets again to give away on here on Big Jims Blogcast Live. So tune in, pay attention. You might win a ticket or two, you might not. But anyways, yeah, Blue Water Border Fest, a great time. And when we were there, it was like a great time. All right, so, all right. Revelry Music Festival, July 21st to the 23rd. It's all ages. The acts are going to be the Arkells Lights Living Room for Small, Gypsy Flats, Little White, $95 general admission. $135 weekend pass. It's going to be like it's in Canatera Park in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Good time there. I was there last. We were there like last year, and yeah, just it was like a really good time. So, all right. Saturday, August 12th, 6:30 p.m. It's going to be the band Rumblefish rocking the Duke New Orleans cruise. Tickets are $30. The Duke board's 6:30. You got to board at 6:30. The cruise is 7:30, 7 till 10 p.m. You contact the band members for tickets. Rumblefish, great band there. Great rocking band there, along with Chain Reaction. Saturday night dances, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Sarnia Legion downstairs. There's a $7 cover charge. It runs through from April to May, 286 Front Street North. They play classic rock and country. Saturday, September 25th, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. is the Forest Fall Fair, the Mudmen at the Forest Fall Fair, 45 Jefferson Street West. It's the Mudmen's 25th anniversary tour. For tickets, you got to go to the official Mudmen Facebook page for that. All right, and Mudmen, they're a great band. Saw them a couple of years ago, and can't say enough about this band. They rock the bagpipes. They really do. Tuesday, April 25th, 6 p.m. At the Sarnia Imperial City Brewhouse is the Rock Books and Brews Club. Sarnia Imperial City Brewhouse, another great craft brewery in Sarnia. Produced some winter beers there. Sarnia Kinsman Rib Fest, June 16th, 11:30 a.m. till June 18th, 2023, in Centennial Park. It's going to be ribs, music, craft beer. There's going to be like, oh man, if you've ever been to a Sarnia Kinsman Rib Fest, it's great ribs. Like vendors from all across Ontario come to Rib Fest. Craft beer, music, ribs, good combination. Can't ask for more. The bands True Fire and Chain Reaction are going to be there. So, Chain Reaction, True Fire, a great band. Saw them a year, at Stevie D's in Point Edward a year ago. They play the best classic rock, and Chain Reaction, Glenn and the guys. Can't say enough about Chain Reaction. They really rock. They really rock the house down. I saw them with this past summer with the best Kiss tribute band, Destroyer. So don't ever miss a Chain Reaction show. You'll have a really good time. So you'll leave with a smile on your face. So right on. All right. Boom. Okay. All right. Okay. So there we go. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah. Ooh, that deserves a bongo solo in itself. All right. So, anyways, before we get to our our classic movie, Maximum Overdrive, I'm going to remind our craft beer for tonight is being it's accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Yeah, yummy. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called It's Not Your Parking Lot Amber Ale by the Two Water Brewing Company in Corunna, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. Good, goes down smoothly. There's a little bit of a aftertaste to it, but it does go down smoothly. It's just, all right. Yeah, it's a good spring beer. I'm going to expand on that a little bit later on. The Two Water Brewing Company right in Corunna, Ontario, Canada, right down. It's a hop, skip, and a jump from Sarnia. Yeah, it's a good spring beer. Good for drinking outside with your buddies on the back deck. Yeah, so it does go down smoothly. There's a little bit of aftertaste to it. There's they don't give me any special information on here. Barley's, hops, yeast. But yeah, more on that later on in the blogcast. And if you're still around, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So we're all about like audience participation here. So if you're new, tune in, say hi, type in, say hello. All right. So okay, and with it comes like I've got like the good cigar here, a Plasencia Alma de Campo, a Nicaraguan cigar. Yeah, good cigar there from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right, so anyways, let's see here. Okay. To switch. Okay. So, all right, just checking the. Whoops, we added a restriction to your account. Ooh. Can't use groups for 1 hour. Okay, well, all right. So, anywho, only you can see this. Our shortcuts. Let's see. Okay. Okay, all right. All right, so we're here now. Let's see. All right, so okay, so all right. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so I'm gonna throw out a comment. Hey, Karina, how are you? All right. All right. Hello, Karina. I haven't seen you out here in a long time. How you been? Long time supporter of Big Jims Blogcast Live. Right on. So, and now while we get going, we're going to get to our classic movie in a minute here. I'm going to reiterate right now that this Big Jims Blogcast Live isn't spam. The audio version goes out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel. Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks, supporting Sarnia 2.0, all the La Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, AC/DC, Angus Young, Malcolm Young groups, all the craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, Darth Vader, pro wrestling, classic TV and movies, all the pop culture groups. Right on. Game show group, the game show groups. Right on. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, as we get to, all right, and that deserves a bongo solo in itself. Boom. All right. I have this movie on right now. All right. We've got Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive. All right. So, okay. So, anyways. Classic movie. Believe it or not, I picked this up at Goodwill a couple of weeks ago. I saw this when it first came out. It was released July 25th, 1986. It had a budget of like $9 million. It only made box office like $8 million bucks. It was written and directed by this guy, Mr. Stephen King. And who doesn't know who Stephen King is? Who hasn't read a book of all right, thank you, Karina. All right, who has not read a book by this great author right here, Mr. Stephen King? Now, it was based on his short story Trucks. Now, the cast: Emilio Estevez as Bill Robinson, Pat Hingle as Bubba Hendershot, Laura Harrington as Brett Graham, Yardley Smith as Connie. Stephen King makes a cameo in this appearance, and guess who does the soundtrack for Maximum Overdrive? That's right, AC/DC. All right, fuck. Yeah, but more on them later on. All right, so Stephen King like his like Stan Lee does all cameos in his movie. And if you can spot Stephen King's cameo in the movie, all right, then you're a sharp viewer. All right, AC/DC makes a cameo in this. Now, the premise of this movie, July 19th, 1987, the Earth crosses the tail of a comet, rendering... It makes all inanimate machines come to life. Electric knives like wound people. A steamroller, a driverless steamroller kills people. Vending machines fire canned soda at people. ATM machines insult people and take their money. All kinds of machines begins attacking humans worldwide. Now, a group of survivors holed up in the North Carolina truck stop have to go and defend themselves against a mass of homicidal trucks. This all happens for 48 hours. If you remember this, all right, the Goblin truck. All right, so the survivors, like a group, they sneak out like the diner into like a server, into a manhole on the main road as like the Green Goblin truck chases them off. Bill Robinson, who is like Emilio Estevez, played by Emilio Estevez, shoots the truck with a rocket launcher. Now, spoilers. Who hasn't seen this movie? I'm going to give you spoilers right now. At the end of the movie, it's explained that a UFO was like destroyed by a Soviet weather satellite with a laser cannon and missiles. 6 days later, the Earth passes out of the comet tail, and all the survivors are still alive with it. But yeah, this is like a cool movie. If you can like spot Stephen King's cameo, you're sharp. Written and directed by Stephen King. This is a good movie. I got it on right now. Fun fact: Stephen King himself said he was coked out all during the production and making of this movie. He became disillusioned though after experiencing like what Hollywood can do to like a movie production, and when Stephen King doesn't get his way on the movies. But I posted a few clips of Maximum Overdrive on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So like it, look for it. There we go. Yeah. Who made who? Who turned the screw? Yeah, but I got it on right now, and it brought back like a lot of memories. So it's a cool movie. Like I said, I found this movie at Goodwill a couple of weeks ago, and I had to watch it because it was a cool movie at the time there. So, all right. Okay. And I did post several clips of the movie and the trailer on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. All right. Good cigar there. That is Plasencia Alma de Campo. It's a Nicaraguan cigar. It's by the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right. Just looking at like all the like well wishers there. All right. So okay. So that deserves a bongo solo in itself. Boom. All right. So okay. All right. So yeah. Who turned the screw? Who made who? Yeah. So check it out. And AC/DC does a cameo in in Maximum Overdrive too. So if you can really catch that, good for you. All right. So. All right. Our craft beer for tonight accompanied by like Crown Royal Vanilla. Once in a while, I get a rare combination, a good combination of craft beer and spirits. Tonight is no exception. All right, so this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 249. It is Sunday, April 23rd, 2023. Thank you for watching. Like I said, our craft beer for tonight, it is called It's Not Your Parking Lot Amber Ale by the Two Water Brewing Company in Corona, Ontario, Canada. So, trying it for the very first time. It's a good spring and summer beer. A little bit of a like aftertaste to it, but it does go down really smoothly. Yeah. And it's a good beer for the beach. And when you're out in the back deck with your buddies on the patio, good back deck beer. All that. I do give it a rating out of 10, but later on in the blogcast, if you're still here and sticking around, and if you want to throw out a number later on and see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. And I brought backup too. So, all right, I brought another one. All right, so I'll top it up later. All right, again. All right, so I'm going to remind everybody that Big Jim Blogcast Live isn't spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms you're listening to your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Give shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups, all like the hard rock, hair metal, Van Halen, AC/DC groups, plus Angus Young and Malcolm Young groups, the craft beer and cigars, Star Wars groups, Darth Vader, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, all the board games, the classic board game groups, yeah, so, and all the Rubik's Cubes groups, right on. So, boom. All right, bongo solo in itself. All right, so now we get to our, hold on here a sec. All right, so anyways, yeah, it is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 249, Sunday, April 23rd, 2023. Thank you for watching and ending your weekend with me. Yeah, we get to our classic TV series. All right. Okay. So, okay. It is called Bring 'Em Back Alive. All right. And so, there we go. Okay. So, anyways, this aired for 17 episodes on CBS, September 24th, 1982 to May 31st, 1983. The cast was Bruce Boxleitner as Frank Buck, Cindy Morgan as Gloria Marlowe. He plays a big game trapper, a world animal collector. It was based on the 1930 book Bring 'Em Back Alive by big game real-life trapper Frank Buck. It's set in Singapore. It tries to imitate or capitalize on Raiders of the Lost Ark movie that came out, like, you know, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Harrison Ford, yada, like, yeah. So it had 17 episodes, but it was canceled for low ratings. I watched a bit of it, but its competition, ooh, oh my God. It aired, okay, here's the primetime schedule for that, all right? As you can see, 1982, 1983, it aired Tuesday nights between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. CBS had Bring 'Em Back Alive, NBC had The A-Team, and ABC had Happy Days in Laverne and Shirley. So, as a kid, all right, its competition was The A-Team and Happy Days. All right, so I did catch a few of it, but when you're a TV show up against NBC's, like, boom, oh man, powerhouse, The A-Team, The A-Team was like NBC's 700-pound rating gorilla at the time. They could do no wrong. They crushed whatever was opposite of it. That was including like Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley, and of course this show. It was a cool show, but I caught a few episodes of it and I remember it. But unfortunately, there's the whole cast right there. But unfortunately, Bring 'Em Back Alive died after 17 episodes. Was unfortunately canceled. So, all right. So, all right. So, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So, who made who? Who turned the screw? Frank Bucks, Bring 'Em Back Alive. And I did. All right. So, I posted. Whoa. All right. I did post several clips of Bring 'Em Back Alive. Clips, trailers of it on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So look for it, like it. Yeah. All right. So. All right. So there we go. And yeah, it was up. Like I said, the A-Team practically like demolished Bring 'Em Back Alive, and Laverne and Shirley. Like it took a few of Laverne and Shirley and ate the Happy Days viewers with it too. And so I think both were in their last season at the time. So okay, and so yeah. All right. So let's see here. Let's check out a few. All right. All right. Just checking out the notifications here I'm getting. All right. So yeah. All right. So anyways, all right. It's a good combo here. All right. It's Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0. Episode 249. We've got our WWE Jobber coming up. All right. So yeah. All right. Okay. Our WWE Jobber. Now a jobber, basically, this is Mr. Tom Stone. Real name Stephen Hall. Now, for those of you who don't know what a jobber is in the WWE or any professional wrestling, it's a preliminary guy that makes upcoming talent look good. If you haven't seen this type of match, if you grew up watching pro wrestling like I did, you've seen this match a couple of million times. Like, I mean, a jobber like Tom Stone is used to put over emerging superstars. The company, whether it be the AWA, the NWA, or the WWF, wants to put over at the time and make into a superstar. The jobber puts in he gets in his offense, throws a few punches, kicks, and all that. But then the superstar comes back with their moves and beats the guy 1, 2, 3, and he's staring at the lights. So, anyways, yeah. He debuted 1978, height 5'11" at the time, 245 pounds, billed from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and one of the ring names Dr. X and the Executioner. Now, Tom Stone started out in pro wrestling because his father was a popular radio announcer and popular ring announcer for pro wrestling shows in the Milwaukee area, in the Milwaukee arena. So, wrestling under his real name, Stephen Hall, in his early career in Mid-South Wrestling, Central States Wrestling, and the St. Louis Wrestling Club. He would wrestle for the AWA, the NWA, and he would wrestle full time for the AWA. in 1978 till 1987. He would job to their superstars and would take part in the ill-fated Team Challenge series before the AWA died a quick death. Died a death by the hands of the WWE. So he was a jobber to in tag team competition to the Natural Disasters, to the Islanders. He would to Big Boss Man and Nails. And he would job to The Undertaker, the Road Warriors. He would job to the Red Rooster, Terry Taylor. Oh my God, that's another blogcast topic in itself. He would job out to like Demolition, the Hart Foundation. All right. Also, his big career highlight was. All right. So. His big career highlight was taking. Okay, so here he is again. He would be involved in a storyline leading up to the 1990s Survivor Series with Jake the Snake Roberts and Rick the Model Martel. Rick Martel almost blinded Jake the Snake Roberts with his perfume arrogance. Fuck. Okay. All right, there you go. And so, yeah, and he was involved in that storyline. He would retire. All right. So, he would retire in 2006, but he released an autobiography of his 30-year wrestling career titled Professional Wrestling, Theater of the Absurd. I never wanted to be a big star. And so I posted several of Tom Stone's matches and one promo on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, yeah, this is your WWF jobber for tonight, Tom Stone, real name Stephen Hall. And so, all right. Okay. And so, all right. Okay. Okay. Oh man, fuck. It is. I've got a good cigar here. It is Plasencia. It is Almo do Campo. It's a Nicaraguan cigar by the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Good. All right. It is called. It's Not Your Parking Lot Amber Ale by the Two Water Brewing Company in Corunna, Ontario, Canada. Now, I've got I brought it back up here. I'll top it up. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight on my blogcast. So I'll top this puppy up. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, wait. Ooh. Wait till the head goes down. Now, Two Water Brewing Company. They're located in Corunna, Ontario, Canada. Good beer. It's a good spring summer beer. A little bit of an aftertaste to it. Really? I suplexed you and started gym class, Larry? I don't remember that. Thanks for bringing back that memory. Yeah. Fuck. I'm glad I was that strong. Huck. Oh, shit. Yeah. Was it intentional? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it's not your park. Look how thick that is. Look how thick that beer is. It's a good spring summer beer. Good for on the back deck, patio, beach beer. All right. Yeah, like I said, a little bit of an aftertaste to it, but not that bad. It's a good barbecue beer too. It's a good beach beer. Um, yeah, like, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're here, you want to throw out a number later on, feel free to do so. See if it matches up with mine. Let's see if it lands in the high ten, in the high on the high scale on my beer, on my beer rating system here. Mm, mm. All right, hell yeah, damn good beer. All right, yeah, it's not your parking lot amber ale by the Two Water Brewing Company in Corunna, Ontario, Canada. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, a group of us. Okay. All right. Larry, if I ever gave you a hard time back in high school or public school, I'm sorry. All right? I'll say I'm sorry for that. So, you know, um all right, that deserves a bongo solo in itself. Boom.